Alright, welcome back to another video. Going better than expected. Last one was a short one, so very good. Still working on the equipment system, and we're just gonna keep spamming inventory videos. And if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It makes me happy. Comment on the videos if you have suggestions and everything. I'm gonna try to get in as much of your stuff that you want, and I'm trying to reply to all comments, but maybe I miss some every now and then. But yeah, let's just keep going. Bam bam bam. In the last video we set up the weapon equipment system. We can equip weapon by pressing R. You can do whatever button you want. I started setting up this, but we don't actually need that, so just delete that. We are going to set weapon equip. We're just gonna do in the inventory component system instead. We're gonna do use another custom event. It's gonna be called use consumable 01. We're gonna do no, we're gonna do set consumable 01. Run on server, and we're gonna do another one of those. Equipped did I spell that right? Equipped consumable nullet 01. Master item, right? Class reference. It's gonna be a rep notify. The reason we want it to be a rep notify is the same. This one is special. You don't really need to do this as a rep notify. I'm gonna do it as a rep notify because I still want the cosmetic effect. So I want to be able to do like, say that I equip a potion, it's gonna appear on the character. But this one doesn't actually need to be a rep notify in the same sense as the weapons and armor do, but I'm still gonna do it. And then we're gonna do another custom event. It's gonna be use consumable 01. Let's not replicate this yet. I'm not sure how much we need to do that. We're gonna get the equipped consumable, and we're gonna get defaults, and we don't actually have, you see, we have the item type here. Let's do another blueprint enumeration consumable type, because you can have many of them. Should be non health potion, mana potion, yeah, you get it. And we're gonna do a one second. Yeah, that's gonna need to be edited out. Alright, where was I? Bum, bum, bum. I don't remember what I was doing. Yeah, here we go. So let's add this consumable type to the master item. And let's make another float, like float. No, consumable modifier. Let's make this of a type float. So now here we can do switch. No, grab the consumable type, switch. So once again, a bit weird with components because I want it to be used. Here is where you would reference your own like health hit point system. Maybe you gotta, let's say you have a character already that has a bunch of health and stuff. Am I using this? No. So you have like a bunch of health already in your character, let's say health. So here is where you would get your owning actor. In this case, you can cast or do an interface. And we can do set health, which is the variable I just created, and just add and get the consumable modifier. And that would be one way. So I'm just going to do that for now, just so that you can, but this is not like the finished solution for me. You could have, you need to reference your own system here. Set health to, sorry, first get health. And then we set health. I'm probably gonna do like some kind of stat component with health and stuff like that later. So then we can just use this in that one then at that point. But I'm gonna keep this here for now. And we're just gonna print string the health, just so we can see that it's actually working. So in this case, yes, looks good, looks good, looks good. So yeah, back into the inventory slot. Where is the... Didn't I have an on drop? Drag and drop, on drop. Here's the consumable. So we're gonna, from the inventory component, set consumable 01. To hell that. Yeah, the reason I call this 01 is because I will probably add more of them later, but I just want to make all the functionality first, and then we can just add more stuff later. So let's call this blue one is the master item. So let's create a child. BP health item. I'm just gonna delete this one. All right. So in the defaults here, we're gonna set this one to a health potion. The consumable modifier will be 30, so we will add 30 health from this one. You could also do minus or whatever. And max stack is 5, current stack. I'm gonna call it health potion. Yeah, that's gonna be for now. And in the inventory, I also need to change this, the slot, to be a slot type consumable. Otherwise it won't work. I also need to change this one to actually be a item type consumable. So that pretty much should work. Consumable. I didn't actually assign a button to it, did I? No. So master character. Let's do 1. Use consumable 01. There we go. And you can see 60, 90. So when I keep using it, I keep increasing my health. So that's working. There's one more thing though. We still need to save it, and we also need to actually remove one stack. So let's do that quickly. Armor slot. So call this WB consumable slot. We're gonna do the same here. Drag this one through. Equipped armor. Call this one equipped consumable. And in the inventory component, just gonna move this on the show inventory. Need to drag in the equipped consumable. There we go. And just gonna see if that works. Now that works. So we need to remove this from the inventory now. Yeah. Same as before in our inventory component, by default this should be a empty holder item. Good. And we also need to remove an item. So in the inventory. In the inventory component, so here's where we use our consumable. If we manage to use the consumable, we need to remove the item. I'm just gonna check in the drop slot how I set up that function. Drop item. So we want to do this, but we don't want to drop. We just want to remove. Copy this drop item. Call it remove item, and then we're just not gonna spawn this item. And we're just gonna remove it. Good. Item to remove. Go back into the, and then we're gonna call this. The item to remove is gonna be the equip consumable 01. Current stack. Why is this hard coded? Is it because I'm dropping one? No? I don't remember. Well, that's why you should comment stuff. I'm gonna deal with that later. Remove item. I'm gonna show. Oh. Gonna do a branch, and we already have this inventory open. So if the inventory is open, we're gonna hide and open it again to refresh it. Let's see if that works. Let's see if that works. No, that's not a consumable. That's a consumable. It does not work. There we go. Okay, yeah, so I don't actually need the index. Let's see. So it's 3. So that works. okay, so basically remove this. We don't need that. Where do we keep track of stacks though? So remove item. And we're also gonna go into the event graph again. And now finally we need to find out if the stack is empty and actually remove it from the slot as well from this. So grab the current stack. It's less or equal to 0. Then we need to call this function again, set consumable item. Set it to 0. Now set it to the holder. And then we need to update again. We can grab this, we don't need to do that there. Actually we do, because it's a branch. Like this. That should work. So just from the remove item we steal that, and then we update after we check this as well. That feels like that was a lot of errors, so we'll see. One, two. No, that didn't work. Let me just. I'm just gonna print string this. Current stack. So that's always 1. Is that not where we keep track of the current stack? Track 3. Ah, wait. Of course, it's not going to be in the held item. Actually, it is. The issue is that we're not actually setting the stack, right? Yeah, because we're always okay, let me think. I'm gonna pause. Okay, I'm not sure. I haven't tried it, but I think I realized how we can do it. So when we remove an item, we search the inventory for an item, and then we remove one instance of it, right? Yeah. So we can just do the same here. let's do a return node. And you can see here the index the item was found at, or -1 if not found. So equal to -1. That means it's not found. So if it's equal to -1, that means no more item not found. So let's do 2 return nodes, add an output, item not found, and if it's true, the item wasn't found. If it's false, the item was found. So now we have this pin here. We can drag from here instead. Delete this. Now we should be able to get our, like this. Actually, this is not gonna work. Let's call this inventory no more left. No more in inventory, or out of stock. Let's do that instead. So remove index. Yeah, since we remove first, this might work. Let's see. No, yeah. Need to set to empty holder. Let's see if it works. It does work. We just need to update it when we... It does work. We just need to get the where is it? This one. Consumable slot, we just need to update the actual consumable slot. Oh, wait. Am I not doing that? I'm gonna figure this out. Just don't I do that here though? Show inventory. I do that here. F update. So that shouldn't be required. Equipped consumable 01. So it's because this returns false. Because this should, let's exactly, this returns false, right? So that doesn't work. No more item. This should be right, just so that I see it. Ah, but it did work, so it did get called. Why does it work when I close and open, but not when I do tab show inventory? It's because this does not fire. I need to do this no matter what, yeah, not just if it's open. Wait, no, I don't. Perfect. Let's see if that works then. It should be exactly the same. Hide inventory, show inventory. In my master character, we hide inventory, show inventory, so it should be exactly the same. Oh my god. Why? Is it something in this function? Yeah, I'm gonna pause for real now. Alright, quick fix. So this is probably not the final solution. I think it's actually a replication error, because I think we got a different information what the equipped item actually is. Quick consumable. But yeah, this function is what we made. Move the hide and show inventory before, because we always want to update the inventory after we remove an item. We do the branch after these two functions instead. And if this returns true, which means it's out of stock, then we set the consumable 01 to empty holder item. For some reason, this is why I think it's a replication error, because this does not work, even though we just set it here. But it does if I just hardcode it here. And basically what this update is, we just grab from the inventory, which is this one, we get a reference to the consumable slot and set it manually here instead, which is the same thing as we do when we actually show the inventory here. But for some reason we need to do it manually. So maybe some cleanup is needed later, we'll see. It does work now, however. So I have three, use, and it's empty. So there we go. All right, perfect. That was not as smooth as I wanted it to, but that's just life. Anyway, let me know in the comments if there's any question, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.